in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Go sack. Hey, lady. Hey, oh, you got deep?
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for James Conner. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the slack. Oh, lady. Alert flare. Alert flare. Oh, lady. Big ass. Big ass. Big ass. Bang. Bang. Go, young lady. Bang. Bang. Check. 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 Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try again with Bell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
26 months. I got it.
Going quickly here to Thomas. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Copeland drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be fourth and long. Here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at the 3. A little 360. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And some room to work.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 38. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going deep to the... And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 35 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports. Or the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 76 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground to counter again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, we gotta get to the ball.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, it's Vanette. That one goes for 8 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, Haywood. 53.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Set. Like 20. Alert. Easy. Slam. 5. 57. Run. Man, I got you. Man.
Here's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take an in.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On the run is Connor, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
There's Roethlisberger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland, his 2nd sack of the night. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one.
This one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Open man is Robbie Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's track. Check 24. Check 24.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Mike. Here we go. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 3 down. Rush in. Check 13.
They'll try the right side with Bell.
Check 43.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one.